Cheers. How are you? How you doing out there? I kind of like this lighting. Got that I got that like healthy like glow in my irises. I like it. How you doing out there? Another video for my wife's truck. Happy August 12th, Wednesday, August 12th. My wife turns 40 today. She uh She already left the house to go, get a massage, and then my son was like, "Can I go with you?" And I'm like, "Well, probably not a good idea, because the whole point of massage is to kinda get away from the stressors, if you know what I mean?" So, cheers, it's good to see you. How you doing out there? I know I was, kind of a ghost, like, yesterday. I had a lot of stuff going on yesterday, and the timing just didn't gel right, so I wanted to cover the health and wellness and to say thank you. I appreciate you. I genuinely appreciate you. See if we get any of my usuals in here. Got a fresh shave. I had to like clean myself up. I'm gonna wear some decent clothing today. We're gonna have a quiet dinner at my in-laws. Have some tri-tip. That's what she wanted. So pick some up from my work. How you doing out there, YouTube? It's good to see you. We're going over we're going over metrics and stuff, right? And I wanted to say I'm not gonna go longer than like an hour. I want to wrap it up by 10 o'clock. So we'll see how this goes. Um, but our impressions are up. The click time rate, the CTR is 5.4%. Um, that's like right in the middle. So I appreciate you for that. Thank you for that. Cheers. How are you? How you doing out there? Let's uh let's move right along, right? Let's go to the views. And this is within like the last 7 days, so I appreciate you for this. 1,350 views last 7 days. Watch hours are 12.7 hours, and the subscriptions are up +6. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for staying in my video and hanging out. I appreciate you. It's good to see you. Cheers. Moderators are on for professionalism and safety, for you, for a good experience, for myself as a creator, and a good experience. So it's good to see you. Um, Ages, and it's interesting. The ages 65 plus makes up about 50%, half of my total age group that are tuning into my channel, which is great. I like that. I'm glad that you guys are comfortable enough to jump in and voice how you feel about stuff. Sometimes you just want to hang out, and I find my best videos are ones that I don't really have a plan for. It's just a live stream, it's just kind of something consistent you can look forward to every day. So I look forward to it. Hopefully you can hear me. Hey, it's good to see you. How are you? I believe you're new here, so thank you for showing up in my channel. I appreciate you. I love the content, bro. Fantastic. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. If you're are you having coffee? Are you going to go get a coffee? Are you going to go meet someone with the coffee? The topic is just kind of like my way of appreciating you. It's to say thank you. I genuinely appreciate you. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, you are so kind. I didn't even ask. See, this is the thing. Like back in the day when I did this sort of thing, I would always ask in the beginning and then I would kind of like repeat myself, but I'm not going to do that until the end. So, cheers. Cheers to you. The clinking of glasses, right? Clink, clink. It's good to see you. And this is kinda how I gauge my stream and that sort of thing, right? I'll have my cup of coffee, and you'll see me sip it through the stream, and by the time it's ended, I kinda wrap it up. So, I do wanna let everyone know that I do have moderators on. I do have words that are flagged. I do have subjects that are flagged. I am not from Italy, but my ancestors, were from Sicily. I'm actually a hybrid. I'm Finnish and Italian, so um, I have a little bit more. I would think I have more of my dad's side with the passion and the beautiful skin. My wife made a comment to me yesterday, and she was like, "You know what? You have like the kids, they have your skin because they were making a comment about how golden their skin is and how tan they are. And my wife's like, you know what, like that's good. I'm glad that they have your skin. And my daughter was like, but mom, I want to be pale like you. Oh, so it's kind of funny. My wife's celebrating her 40th birthday. She actually left the house earlier to go get a massage, so she's going to get that done. So I'm in California. Where are you guys at? Where's everyone from? How are you? How are you? Cheers. It's good to see you. Impressions. The click time rates or click CTR is 5.4%. Thank you. I want to super chat. Um, You know what? I don't actually know what that means, 1456. I'm kinda new to the YouTube, family, if you will, and the terminology. So, yeah, just let me know. We were at 154 subscribers. I do believe you make 155, so thank you. We're now 155 strong. We're now 155 of like-minded, um, professional, beautiful people. So it's good to see you. Traveled all over the world. Countries that I would not necessarily like to see, and other countries that I have prior military and stuff. So, left the United States like at 1920, went to Japan, went to the Philippines, went to Spain. Um, I've been to, parts of Canada. I know it's kind of like the same landmass and stuff, so that may or may not have counted. Kuwait, Iraq, Yemen, um, and I would have been able to go to Thailand, but something happened, and I wasn't able to go. So um, it just didn't it wasn't in the cards for me, so it didn't happen. So, thank you, appreciate you. Thank you. So I got to experience cultures, I got to experience other people, I got to experience, kinda how they do stuff, and I wouldn't necessarily, um, you know, go, like, if I could do it again, would I do it over? Would I, like, eliminate some stuff and say, I don't think I would. I don't think I would. Um, QT2YK, um, don't think I would, because then I wouldn't be who I am today, and I like the man that I became. You can't have one without the other. You can't untie one without the other. And so, and then I've seen that movie Obsession, so it's like, gotta be careful what you wish for, because there can be consequences. So that wasn't exactly a good consequence for that guy. Um, oh, I only traveled to Italy, Malta, Poland, and Nepal. Oh, also, for my 10th wedding anniversary, we went to Costa Rica, and then we did an excursion to like Nicaragua, and that was a good experience. I've been to Hawaii, but that's like part of states and stuff, so that's not, you know, necessarily, and parts of Alaska. So, got to see the glaciers and stuff when we went on a cruise. At that time, I was turning 30, and my in-laws were celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary. They actually got married the day of my birth. They were married on the same day I was born, so, that was pretty cool. So, they're great people. In-laws are great. So I love Alaska from the movie Into the Wild. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of like that survival movie. What is that from the actor who played in The Girl Next Door? That was great. So how's everyone doing out there? We're kind of up there. We got a lot of new people coming in. I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful. We've already had a few that have subscribed. Thank you. Um, in the age groups, a lot of people are tuning in and they're liking the content that I'm giving and the hanging out I'm doing with you guys. And it's like 50%, 12%. Well, actually, no, 16% is 25 to 34. Um, 35 to 44, excuse me, is 12.2%. And 45 to 54 is 10.3. So I'm 44, and so that's my age. So if you guys are wondering out there, who is this guy? How old is he? Why is he talking on the camera right now? And it's my Sunday. I got to go back to work tomorrow. Um, I Thursdays are my Mondays, so um, but the gender is male 73%, but it's gone up for female, which is fantastic. I want a kind of a diversity there, kind of maybe like a 50-50 split or like a something a little bit along the lines of a little bit more balance. So 26% female. Thank you. Thank you. I'm interested in the demographics and stuff like that because I want to provide you a service. I want my live streams to be able to connect with you. And or it's like, you've laughed or you've learned something new or what profession are you in? What QT2YK asks, what profession are you in? I am in the retail industry. I work for a multi-million dollar company, and I work in the department where members come to me for you know um, like fruits and vegetables and that sort of thing, and I deliver a world class service. I am not interested in so much as learning the technical aspect, which I've kind of already have mastered. I'm not really trying. I'm trying to accomplish a lot with doing with doing less. If that makes sense. I'm on the interests of I'm helping others and bringing them up. I don't want others to be like me. I want them to learn from me, of course, and master the things that I've taught them. But I want them to, eventually be able to take the reins themselves. I want to get them so confident and capable in what they're doing that they're able to lead individually, and to develop that trust and stuff. So you have traveled, have a beautiful family. That's commendable. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's there's things out there that are, it's not easy. Like, a great example is like certain family members or something have come over. There may be some people that are gonna be watching this later, and I kinda have to be careful of, I wanna protect people's, anonymity and that sort of deal. I think that's what it's called. But, what I the privacy, but what I've understood is that everything that's worth it requires a lot of work, discipline. Choose discipline. Discipline equals freedom. Jocko Willink um, wrote a book on extreme ownership, and that was fantastic. I asked one of my coworkers, who inspires him, who puts him, in that mood to learn from and stuff. And so he turned me on. He's like, "Hey, have you heard about Jocko?" And I was like, "No, not necessarily." And so I looked him up, and he had a book, and then I bought the book. I told him I bought the book, and I read the book. I read the entire book from cover to cover, before I started work. I get to work about an hour early, and I read, and then I go on a walk on my break. So when everyone else is just kind of doing what they do, you know, like, like they may be complaining, or they may be scrolling on their phones, or they may be doing things that don't necessarily align with their goals. I don't do that. I'm just not about that anymore. I have no interest in that. If I accomplish those other things, then maybe, but I have a plan, and I try to take advantage of the time that I have. I don't necessarily take for granted the day that I have, because there's those people that are always into the next day and the next day and the next day, and they're never in the right now. You got to be in the right now. That's all you have. You don't have yesterday. You can never make that up. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. It's not a promise. All you have is right now. What are you doing right now? Does it align with your goals? And if it doesn't, why not? Take a 30,000-foot look at your view. Like look at yourself from a bird's eye perspective. You're on a plane 30,000 feet up in the air. You look at your time interval from the time you get up to the time you go to bed, you know? Is everything that you're doing, for the most part, I would say 80-20, is most of your decision making, 8 out of 10 decisions aligning with the goals, aligning with who you want to become. So, and me, please sing a song. 82. Hey, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. I don't necessarily sing. I like lyrics and stuff to kind of help me. It's like a karaoke situation, but I I do when I do have my headphones on and stuff like that, I do sing, some like Flashdance and, Dirty Dancing and Grease and Mamma Mia. Um, I'm even trying to learn some, West Side Story because I like Broadway musicals. Actors who perform on a stage. It's not on the it's on a camera, but it's live, right? And so they have to, break apart stages, and then they have the stage people wear all, like, from head to toe black, right? The stage, I mean, that's kind of how it used to be. That's how entertainment used to be. So it was fantastic. Yeah, yeah, okay. So, Linkin Park, right. I think a good song would be that, "Lose Yourself" by Eminem from 8 Mile. That was fantastic. Um, or if you can do, uh, what is that? Bare Naked Ladies, 1 Week, where it's going super fast. That's always a fun one. But yeah, so like my point on like needing things to be like things that require work and effort and that sort of deal, right? And so forth. I've had people who have made comments on, like the jealous types and stuff, right? Where it's like, "Oh, I love the house. I want the house. I love the truck. I want the truck. I want the lifestyle. I want to live where you live," and that sort of thing, right? But it's like they only see like the tangibles. They don't see the intangibles. They don't understand how much sacrifice is required. They don't understand that living where I live requires um, drive times that are up to 30 minutes at a time to get to where you're going. Where I live, I'm snow lined, so I get snow in the winter time. So you have to be prepared. Two people have to have a license, and they have to be able to drive. Two people have to work. Um, and so in order to have the lifestyle that the other person has, there's a significant amount of sacrifice that's involved. So there you go. That's kind of, I wanted to loop that around. I know I was kind of going off the path, but I found my way back to the path, right? So it's like when you go on that hike, right? And you go on that hike, and then you're like, I'm going to go one way, and then it kind of feeds around until the main pathway, and then you kind of meet, and you right, and then it meets up and it converges, and then you continue. So I was able to find my way. I got back on the track. So it's good to see everyone. Good to see you. Good Good to see you. QT2YK 82. It's good to see you. Who else do we have here? Um, 1456. And yeah, awesome. Sweet. So we're about 20 minutes in. We got three people in here. Appreciate you. It's good to see you. And we got 3 likes, so I appreciate you. So keep going, keep pushing, keep grinding, keep at it, keep showing up. Got to put in the reps, right? Um, so gender, we've covered that. We've covered statistics. We covered okay. So the devices, right? I didn't cover this. So 70%. So 7 out of 10 of you kind viewers out there are watching on mobile. So you may have me propped up on a dining room table. You might have me on a drive. You may have me when you're doing a chore. You may have me on when you're like listening to me and you're waiting in line and you're listening to my voice. So hopefully my mic mini is delivering that quality premium sound. Hopefully my camera, and I'm not into where like the camera like the light is shining on, because there was a time where I was in the and I'm usually in the parking lot when I'm filming before I start work. My live streams are like 9:30 to 10, and then I read from like 10 to 10:45, and then I clock in at 11. Just boom, boom, boom. ABC XYZ, and it shut down. My phone shut down on me. It was because the temperature increased so much that it shut down. So I want to make sure I deliver on on that pot. So if that does happen, then or I lose connection or something, then I will probably delete the video that I've done, and then I'll send out a message on my official YouTube, YouTube/ that loud Italian. And so, um, I'll let you know if you reach out to me in the comment section, and you take the time to write a message to me. I'll take the time to reach out and write a message back to you. If you give me an emoji, I'll give you an emoji, and that sort of deal. So I don't want 8 to 10 hours to go by and you not hear from me if you reach out to me. So what challenge and problems you face and overcome that make you resilient? Um, Well, I'm not one that has great mental health like my wife does, and and I try to become and I try to embody to be a good example for my children. For example, I stopped the wild partying and that sort of deal, and the late nights and the bad relationships, and the toxic relationships and friendships or whatever that I've had. Alcohol that I stopped drinking, has been over a year. Stopped any substances. um I'm gonna be going back to training soon, like lifting weights and that sort of deal. So I may start streaming towards the evening times and free up some of the mornings, because I've been doing live streams in the mornings, and the time, it's kind of been a sacrifice and stuff. So I like to do my good writing and my thinking first thing in the morning. I like to write down my notes, which I haven't done before. I try to stay organized and professional. um, I filled up an entire notebook from cover to cover. I didn't even do that in college when I was taking notes. Um, so and so that's a challenge. The resilience. There are those who do not necessarily show kindness, and I try to show them kindness in return. Um, I work in areas where it's like super cold, and so I try to be prepared, and that build resilience because I know what needs to be done, and I try to get it done. I try to anticipate other people's movements. Um, so that's just a few. QT2YK. So, mental health, I'm trying to get better with that. I'm trying to show up. I'm trying to put my reps in. Um, and that sort of deal. So hopefully that answers your question. Going on 13 years of marriage. I have two beautiful kids who are almost 10, and my daughter recently turned 7. They're going to be going to school soon, so I try to show up and become a better father. Um, So yeah, and I'm even using a new tripod. I've got a Ulanzi MT44B, so I really like it. I had one that didn't really have it didn't have like a remote and stuff, and it didn't have that little bottom part where you press on something and the tripod pops out. I can't even call it a tripod because it's like there's four. It's a quad. There's like four feet that pop out. So, I'm trying to get more comfortable and confident on the camera. I'm trying to be able to become a better multitasker, a better entertainer, a better motivator, a better creator. And that sort of deal. So hopefully that answers your question there. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for asking me. I don't get a lot of questions about that sort of stuff, so thank you. Appreciate you. And bottom line is that I'm not gonna if I don't know something, I'll let you know. I'm transparent, I'm honest. I don't like saying I'm gonna be honest with you because that makes you think I'm a dishonest person, or I'm not gonna lie. Then I'm like, well, when do you lie? Maybe to protect others, but who I am on camera, who I am off camera is one and the same. One and the same. So I'm Loud Italian. It's good to see you. We're 26 minutes in. We got a lot of cool stuff. Appreciate you. Talking to you on my wife's birthday. She turned 40 today. She went to go get a massage, and if you haven't already, we're about 26 minutes in, so I feel confident with this. You enjoy my content. I appreciate you. Thank you for clicking in on my live stream and not clicking away. May you like, subscribe, enable notifications, and possibly ring that bell so you never miss a beat. Um, I was I was I'm gonna go over my last part here, which is the top three contents and some of the stuff I'm gonna show and I'm gonna live stream. So the top three content um, was for 127 views. I'm noticing that the views are starting to reach triple digits, which is fantastic. I can't wait. I can't wait to reach um, like 1,000 or more with you. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. So the content that you would like, that one video that we did, that was great. 40 Reasons I Love My Wife, and that's actually what she's gonna watch today. She saved that for her birthday today. And I did that. And my video was about 40 minutes long. It was like 39 minutes and 48 seconds. So that was fantastic. So I did it 4 days for 4 days before her birthday. Talked about 40 reasons why I love my wife. You can check that out. And she's going to be watching that today because she turned 40. So happy birthday, um, Jessica. Thank you. Appreciate you. And enjoy that massage. You deserve it. You deserve it. So um, enjoy. And then the last one was at 120, 115 views. Excuse me for about the fatherhood. And I put Marv from Marvin Harry from the Home Alone movie. Um, and that was at 115 views. So top three, 127, 120, and 115. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. How are you? If you're waking up, if you're going about your day, if you're having coffee with me, if you're about to make coffee or about to go to bed, whatever you're doing out there, thank you. Thank you for showing up, and I appreciate you. Um, and I got some cool stuff coming. I got some cool stuff coming. I um I can't wait to some of the things I've been doing offline, some of the things that I've been enjoying has been because I play games and stuff too. I not only talk about, comedy and motivation and that sort of deal. But I also do the gaming thing also. I enjoy that. It helps me, especially like on my work days in the evening time. I've noticed I've been really enjoying the Nintendo Switch 2. I've been building my library, and so I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. That's been fantastic with Rain and Chulk. I'm enjoying that. I was able to secure Oblivion Remastered for Nintendo Switch 2, which I'm going to be checking out today. Um, And so I'm not going to go crazy with it. We'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to popping that cartridge in. I didn't really want to play super tired, and I got it in the evening time when I was pretty tired. So Target didn't let me down. Target is going to be like moving forward. My primary company that I'm going to be dealing with that sort of deal with is Target, which I like. Best Buy let me down. They they ran out of pre-orders or something, and I was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. When you pre-order something, there's supposed to be an inherent guarantee of a product that you pre-ordered for. You don't run out of pre-orders. What is the matter with you? What is the matter with a company that does that? That breaks the trust. I even called the number and I tried to talk to a person at the store that I shop at, and it ended up being like a person from the Midwest answering my call. I couldn't even get through. They like they sever all of that stuff. And these people in the store, they got the earpieces in and stuff. And it's like I want to talk to a person, like an actual person, not someone from the Midwest and like a reset like a at a cubicle in the Midwest. I want to be dealing with someone at the store that I shop at. So I drove all the way down. It took me 30 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes, about 35 minutes to get to the retail establishment I was going to pick up Oblivion at. They didn't have it for me. They looked it up and they were like, you know what? There's an issue with that, and so it was basically like not going to happen. I already got the one from Target and I was like, you know what? Cancel it. I canceled it, and so I'm and I put a cancellation request in, and I don't think I'm gonna be dealing with them. So I'm very tempted. Outside Onimusha, Way of the Sword, which I had like a 75 dollars certificate to use because I got a C6. I think the only thing I'm going to do moving forward with Best Buy is buy TVs. That's it, and then all gaming and everything else is going to be diverted to Target, and I'm going to have deliveries because they delivered on the day. They delivered on their promise, literally and figuratively. So I'm going to be dealing with them moving forward. And I liked the experience with Target. So even though it feels like Kmart still, because they when Kmart shut down and then Target came in, but yeah, I'm gonna be going there. So I'm gonna be picking up stuff from there and having sent moving forward probably definitely for like next month. And so I've been really enjoying that with my experience with Target. So we're 33 minutes in. We're almost at 10 o'clock. I told my kids I'd be ending, and I'm gonna start sweating soon. So I appreciate you. I thank you for everything. I want to read out chat here to make sure I don't forget everyone. Uh, QT2YK, thank you. 82, thank you. Moderators are on for your information for safety and professionalism. 1456. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much it. So thank you. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. We're about 34 minutes in. Thank you. Um, I noticed that we lost a like. Someone took away their like. I mean, I guess that happens. Not every word is going to resonate. Not every moment is going to resonate with my viewers, but that's okay. It's all part of the process. And so if I was able to reach a new person or continue a relationship with another viewer, it was worth it. Um, so yeah. And I don't think I can't refresh my page. So um, hopefully I got everyone in here. I appreciate you. I thank you. Um, And yeah, that's about all I have. So thank you so much. We were at 154 subscribers before my video went live today. It's Wednesday, August 12th, and my wife will be home from a massage soon, so we're gonna kind of hang out. And then we're gonna have a quiet dinner, early dinner with the in-laws, and relax there. And my wife's gonna probably pop on the 40 Reasons Why I Love You. And so yeah, so we're gonna do that, and that's another reason that I do this is for my legacy, for for myself, whether I'm able to deliver on a promise, to see if I've actually gotten better at being a creator, to see if I've actually got better at being consistent with my videos and showing up around the same time. That's why I show up the way I do. I'm not wearing a collared shirt right now, but I did get in a beautiful shave. I cleaned myself up, so I'm not funky. And I didn't want that for you as my viewer, because I'm trying to show up the best of what I can do um, in my current state. So thank you again. And I'm Loud Italian. Thank you for joining me. I go live most days, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I may pivot a little bit and do some more evening streams and move away from the morning stream. So we'll see what happens there. I'm interested in I got to get more consistent with the working out. And so I think I'm going to start doing that in the morning. So we'll see what happens. I might try like a good week to see how things resonate with everyone, to see what happens with my viewers, and whether or not that works for you and resonates with you and your schedule and that sort of thing. So I'm Loud Italian. Thank you for joining me. It's not goodbye to you. It's see you later, because goodbye is something you say to someone you don't want to see again, which I'm not going to say to you. I'm going to say see you later. I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, or night. And thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, enable notifications, and ring that bell. Until the next one, guys.